Hello, my name is Kelvin Slater. I'm the CEO of Slater Hospitality, and I'm joined by my partner in fun.
My name is Randy Hayden, and I am the beverage director for Slater Hospitality.
Welcome to What Kelvin and Randy Are Drinking. The purpose and mission of this show is to share with you some of the fun stuff we get to experience by ways and means of alcohol.
Yes, and we will be drinking, we'll be learning, but we will be drinking, so be prepared.
Randy, can you tell everybody where we are?
I guess that's pretty important. Yes, we are at 12 Cocktail Bar, up on the 12th floor above the roof at Pond City Market. Many people don't realize that there is a 12th floor because the roof is actually on the 10th. This is the premier cocktail bar in Atlanta, and I say that with a lot of confidence for the men and women who man this bar. Best drinks in the city, best service in the city, unbelievable and knowledgeable. Come check us out real soon.
Okay, now it's time. The big question is, Randy, what are we drinking?
Today, sir, we are drinking tequila.
Tequila. Wow. When we talked about this, and we had a bunch of spirits to choose from, and you mentioned tequila. Got a little sweats, a little bit. Why tequila?
Well, again, I could be selfish and say I like tequila and I love to drink it, and that's why I wanted to drink it. But really, the real deal is this is the hottest category in spirits in the world right now. We've seen everything from the rosé wine fad a few years ago, to all these other big trends we've seen. Nothing has been like this. You're seeing people that drink other spirits, everything, pick it up. Very hard to keep in stock. We've watched here in Atlanta, tequila bottles have taken over champagne for bottle service in the nightclubs. That alone right there is one of the things that blew me away the most. It is on fire.
To add to that, you remember when we did that tequila tasting with Mr. Tequila?
I do.
I had a lot of my neighbors come up to that.
Yeah, the bourbon guys.
Yes, the bourbon guys. And they're not the bourbon guys anymore. They are the tequila guys.
Yep.
And just that transition of exploring that and drinking it like a bourbon, they switched.
There's probably a million stories out right now going on just like that.
So I think, the meat of and the excitement of in that spirit is definitely moved some people away from other spirits. And tequila has a wide range to do that with.
No question.
So right now, we know we're drinking tequila. We know why the industry is hot. Why Herradura?
Well, we have a special Herradura today. We have the Herradura Legend, and we'll go into the line a little bit more here shortly. But the Herradura Legend is a ultra añejo tequila that's been aged for 3 years in oak and an additional 14 months in charred oak barrels. It's pretty much a one of a kind, definitely like a bourbon drinker's type of tequila.
Well, with that being said, I think we should kind of taste and get some tasting notes from this.
I think we should. Cheers, sir. Well, the nose right off the bat, it's the wood, it's the vanilla, it's the caramel, and definitely that wood flavor. It's like when you walk by a house being built, or you walk into Home Depot on the backside with all the 2x4s. That fresh wood. It's just it really jumps out of the glass.
Well, I didn't wait to kind of put my nose in it. I just had to taste it, and I do pick up what you're saying. And you know that sometimes when you used to have like tequila, you'd have that heat and that burn. None of that here.
Yeah,
none of it.
It's very balanced. I mean, the alcohol is in there, but I'm getting a lot of the wood and like the tannins from the wood, which you kind of get from a red wine that dries the side of your tongue a little bit. But then you have that beautiful agave sweetness, almost like an agave nectar over the top. And I think that's what's balancing out the burn. It's there, but in a really, really nice way. Again, we're trying a very top-end tequila, so the complexity is big time.
And I can see why my neighbors would switch to extra añejo or añejo as something alternative to drinking bourbon. Nothing against bourbon.
Not at all.
But as our episode goes, we stay adventurous.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, and I don't need the encyclopedia version of it. All right. Can you tell me a little bit about, or tell us a little bit about the history of tequila?
Absolutely, yes. Many styles of tequila, and actually some new styles we'll talk about too. So Blanco, very important. I would say the most consumed tequila and the most popular. The reason being, it does have the least complexity, and that being is it is distilled and then put right into the bottle. There's no oak aging, hence why it's clear. You get really nice, sweet, fruity flavors and really strong agave notes, citrusy and tropical. Then you get to Reposado, rested. That is my favorite style. I like it, I think, because the versatility. It's great, neat for a shot. You wouldn't feel too bad about doing a shot of it, and then it goes really good in cocktails with complexity. Then you have Añejo, which also means old. That is aged, while Reposado's aged for up to 6 months, the Añejo is 6 months to a year. Now we're getting rich. Now we're getting really bourbon-like. You're getting all those wood notes in there, the caramel, the vanilla, and the longer it's in the wood, of course, it imparts those type of flavors. What we were drinking today is the extra Añejo. Some people call it super Añejo, and those are aged for longer than a year. These get very deep, very complex. Now we're really talking about those whiskey bourbon type of qualities. Absolutely meant for sipping. There's another very interesting style called Joven, which means young, and it is Blanco or silver tequila blended with an aged tequila. Pretty cool. They use charcoal filtering to strip the color out, so your Jovens will be, for the most part, pretty clear.
Okay.
And then you have the Cristalino, which I'm actually really loving right now. Herradura makes a Cristalino called Herradura Ultra, and it's an Añejo charcoal filtered that strips all the color out. It's totally clear, but it drinks just like an Añejo. It has all the tropical flavors of the Blanco, but it's got that wood in there. It's almost messes with your mind because it's crystal clear, but it's deep like this. So a lot of different styles out there, a lot of different uses for them. Tequila is a whole world. It's a whole universe.
What makes a good tequila?
Well, that's subjective. I mean, I believe the what makes a very good tequila is that you need to be able to taste the tequila. There are tequila brands that I won't mention that are sold big time all over the place because they taste like nothing. They're tasteless. That is not what a tequila is. You should be able to have that unmistakable agave in there. If it's aged in wood, you need to have the wood flavor in there. But it needs to have complexity, I think would be my short answer. The tequila is not a watery, thin spirit. It is something that has depth and complexity.
But the reality of it is that I'm going to ask you how you like to drink it. But first, I'm going to just share like how I've drank it in the past, and then how I'm drinking it now. By far, margarita. Blanco, Reposado maybe, but it was just a margarita. As time is going on, drinking a little bit more neat, kind of savoring the flavor like we're doing right now. And I'm enjoying that as well. And then the variations of different cocktails with tequila in it. So I'm a progressed tequila drinker. How about that?
Absolutely.
How are you drinking it right now?
I do like to drink margaritas. I like margaritas a lot. I love Mexican cuisine, so generally when I go to a Mexican restaurant, I drink a margarita. So honestly, I do drink margaritas the most still. How I prefer is I do prefer an aged tequila like we have here today, and I do like to sip on it. I like treating it as a high-end bourbon or a high-end scotch or a high-end cognac or brandy or something like that, and just having a nice sip as a nightcap, you know, thinking about all the different situations where we want something after your meal. I'm more of a liquid dessert than a sweet dessert person, so like something like this for me would be a really nice for a nightcap.
I think you also have to look at what the occasion is. Is this going to be a party with that not many people are going to care about what they're drinking and you're just doing margaritas? Or this is going to be an after dinner drink that you want to have something that you can sip on? I think as you look in there, know what your experience is going to be, so that would help you narrow down that category as well.
That's very important, as well, like, if you and your wife are coming over to my house,
you never invited us over here.
Well, but I will. Your house is cooler than mine. That's why we always hang there. But so we have but we might open something like Herradura Legend. But if we're having a party down at the pool, have a bunch of people come over for maybe my 3-year-old's birthday party, maybe we get the Herradura Silver and make margaritas, make some fun passion fruit margaritas or something. It's all about the occasion, and there's great value at every level, no matter how the price.
Hey, I will say though, at your daughter's birthday party, you did serve margaritas.
Yeah, we had margaritas and banana mai tais. It was the craziest 1-year-old birthday party of all time.
I respect that. Cheers.
I remember that because I paid for it. So yeah, cheers.
All right, this has been a lot of fun. I feel like I want to continue to just drink this tequila and just talk about life. Earlier, like when we were getting ready for the show, you pointed something on the back of the bottle, like a gnome or something.
Oh, exactly.
Can you share with everybody what that is?
Well, expert level. On the back of every tequila bottle, there are 3 letters, capital N-O-M, and anywhere from 3 to 4 numbers under that. That's the NOM number. And you can punch that in the internet, just Google NOM tequila, and you can punch it in and it'll show you the facility that tequila is made at. Tequila is made under very, very strict laws in Jalisco. You'll be able to see if you pull one up and these people make 200 tequilas you've never heard of, quality is probably pretty rough. They're mass produced and probably not a lot of care going into it. But then you're going to pull up some of these noms and they make 2 tequilas, and both of those tequilas are luxury, so you know it's all the best practices, all that. That's a little expert level as you get into it. But again, if you have somebody help you shop at the store, the concierge type, you really won't need that. But yes, thanks for mentioning that, because that is the expert level way to do it. And as we know, pretty much any information you want is out there. All you got to do is look for it.
You just blew my mind on that one. And
real.
I've been buying tequila and I've seen that on the back. I had no idea what that was.
Most don't, but you know,
Right.
25 years of doing it, you know, you learn a few things along the way.
So, as we're going to close this out, anything you want to finish up with?
Absolutely. I just want to tell everybody thank you for tuning in. Thank you for turning up. And I really hope you learned something today.
Awesome, awesome. I think we should do a toast.
Always.
Here. Here's to everybody who supports the hospitality industry. Without you, it would be no us. So, cheers.
Cheers.